guys ready to chit-chat with me and Elizabeth?
Let's chit-chat.
My name's Aaron Stapish.
I'm Elizabeth Penners.
And we are hyped up today. Not
Yes.
really, but we're in a good mood today, so it's a good time to
We're
talk to
always
you
in a
guys about
good
some
mood.
news. But a headline today that came out from GameSpot. Wow, Elizabeth's Mrs. Pac-Man ringtone just went off as we started.
Thanks for calling me out on that. It's
Pure
beautiful sound. It made me even happier right now.
Okay, but hey, the headline was, linear games are going to suffer in current market, says Alex Hutchinson, who is a Far Cry 4 developer. Basically, he was saying the rise in video game services such as YouTube and Twitch means that linear games are going to suffer, according to him. Now,
I disagree.
I agree and I disagree. He's saying that most people tend to want to come back to things where there's a lot of replayability, like obviously open world games, there's more replayability, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of initial games when they first come out, I feel like games that aren't open world get a lot more, this is probably really weird, but I feel like games that aren't more open world get a lot more views initially when they first come out, like games like, I don't know, Mario Kart or Smash Brothers.
No, I see what you're saying. I know. I feel like with open world, you can see different people play all different ways. So I definitely get that. But at the same time, I know like we've been playing other stuff. Like what were we playing? Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs. And people were asking us to switch and play Mario Kart 8 again instead. They wanted to see that instead.
I mean, I'm sure that that is the actual statistic that more people do watch open world games because like games like, you know, WoW and games like that where people can really find out, like you said, how each player plays differently.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I feel like it's definitely more for the hardcore audience because that is a lot more time consuming. And I'll say even for myself, I never really understood Twitch too much of wanting to watch it all the time. Speaking of that, follow us at Twitch TV/Great Gaming Live. No, I'm just kidding.
Although, no, you know what? I thought that too because I'm usually like, no, I just want to play the game. I don't want to watch somebody else play the game. But then when Aaron was playing Shadow of Mordor, I was completely engrossed in that. I sat there for like a couple hours just watching him play, and I enjoyed getting to see the story.
Yeah, and also Yves Guillemot, that's how I say his name. I never know how to say his name correctly. I don't really care, to be honest, how you say his name. Call me Aaron Stopowitzki and I'll take it. But yeah, he says that Ubisoft is 100% committed to open world games because we think gamers want more freedom. Which, is that what gamers want? I will say, yeah, we do want more freedom in games. And I think some games are actually hindered a little bit when there's too much open worldness, depending. Some game, I feel like not all games need open world because I feel like the way he's talking is like all of us want open world. But yeah, games like Silent Hill, as I've talked about before, like I don't want it open world. There's games like Call of Duty single player where I wouldn't want it open world. I like it with a story. But everyone's different. I guess I feel like I like more linear games that give me a set. This is your mission and get there. I guess I also don't have time to really explore too much like a lot of people do. How about you? Do you have time to explore?
I don't have time to do much of anything right now.
All right. Far Cry 4 is set for release on November 18th, which I will actually pick it up. That looks like a great game. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying I don't think everybody needs open world or only wants it. I feel like we all like different things.
Did you get everything out that you wanted to say, Aaron?
No, I did. I just went to the bathroom. All right, next story.
Okay, Dark Souls 2. Last year there was a modded make of Dark Souls, and now somebody modded Dark Souls 2 so that you can play in first person. So we'll leave a link for the YouTube video so you can see in more detail what exactly to do. But at first it says to freeze the camera zoom value, and then second to equip the bow or binoculars and zoom in, and then the camera just stays zoomed in. And there's a couple like other little tricks and things you need to do, and I don't think it works with like Windows 8 or outdated versions of the game. Outdated versions of the game and stuff like that. So there's a couple of little things if you want to check out the full video.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I like when people do this, when they do these mods to where there's different ways to play the game, because especially like a game like Dark Souls 2, which takes a ton of time to put into, being such a hard game too, I feel like it adds a new level of playing. Now, granted, they are mods. A lot of times they're not like perfect. So it's like, I'm sure it's a little wonky, but it's always fun. I've been curious what it'd be like to play, a lot of first-person shooter games that we play. Speaking of Destiny, which I haven't kind of took a break from, but I like that there's a couple missions where you go to third person from first person, so it's fun.
Yeah,
to see,
change it up, keep things interesting.
You know what we should do for last? We should show these people some new multiplayer stuff in the Call of Duty Advanced game, which I am actually excited for. Now we'll leave you guys with this. We'll say our goodbyes now. But we'll miss you guys. But it's going to be a warning, this little trailer-ish type video. is published by Activision themselves, and I'm sure that everybody that's going to be talking in these little interviews is going to have a lot of good things to say about it because, well, I'm sure Activision wouldn't want to put it out. This game sucks. So yeah, let us know if you guys are excited to see the new Call of Duty game. We're going to take it away, you guys. I'm Aaron Stapish.
I'm Elizabeth Panners.
Take it away, Call of Duty. Shake your booty.
No.